And I hope we stay that way because already when I was trying to do my broadcast, he was like, yo, we had a problem broadcasting your fucking live. We'll fix your shit, bro. So anyways, we had fucking Rittz last night. It was pretty dope, good show. I was happy about it. I love being at the shelter. The shelter is one of my favorite venues. What the fuck can I say? Hanging out by the stage, hanging out with Red, talking with EXO. We have an EXO interview coming out. These guys, MBK, we get to interview them. My brother's keeper. Dope interview. I learned a lot from that interview, and I know you guys will too. I know it's been a while since I've been on here. I've been extremely busy, and you guys will find out why come January. You guys will be hearing a lot of shit that I've been working on. That's why I've been hearing from me. I know a couple of people know what's up. I know a couple of people know what's been going on. Rox TV knows. Fucking a couple of the people in my council know. So we got some cool ass updates. We got some big ass projects, so on and so forth. We got new articles up on Rox TV. We're covering Grizzy Hendrix. I got the message today. We got Captain Flannel, first one in the house. Fucking OG7, bro. I haven't forgotten you guys. Promise you I haven't. I'm ecstatic, man. I can't tell you how happy I am and how blessed I am to be experiencing all this and to be able to have the opportunities that I've wanted. I cleared up the air with a lot of people. I feel like I'm in a better place. I feel like I'm in charge now. Finally, I feel like that the ball's in my court. You feel me on that? So I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty excited. There's been a lot of shit that's been popping off, and I can't wait for you guys to see what's next. Trust me, it's dope. I'm excited. Wait for more people to come in before we start talking. I quit smoking cigarettes again. I'm now like 6 days, I think, some shit. Trying to get out of our Jello wrestling match. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yo, you didn't come and chill with us at the fucking cider mill, though. We gotta do that next year, bro. We gotta do that next year. I feel like this angle's a little weird. Scooch a bit. Better. Sorry, my laptop's like right here, so still revamping the office, get some cool shit that I'm adding to it. It's gonna be dope. Like everything is getting revamped, and it's not like this new year, new me thing. It just happened to be this time of year. It just happened to be everything that's come to fruition. It is what it is. The fact that I've made it this far, this quick, in less than a year, in a year's time even, I'm blessed. Like, it's great. Yeah, dude, you got to make it to Detroit, bro. I got you. Like, if you want to go to a show or whatever, man, like, you know I got you. Crazy McCormick will be joining us at the last American New Year. I'm pretty excited about that. Again, this thing was really fucking weird. There, that's a little bit better. I'm fucking happy with that. Still be dope rolling with Crazy McCormick. Last American Rock Stars. I'm pumped, man. Hosting again. Haven't hosted since August, so I'm glad to be back up on stage and bringing Lars out. That's going to be the shit, man. Fucking Pure will be joining us. We have Travesty for the after party. Kovacs locked in for the after party. XO, Extra Overdose, is the motherfucking homie. I don't know if you guys saw this, but it went up on the Instagram, his live set. It was dope. I mean, Red's new mixtape, bro. His EP. Sorry, not mixtape. His EP. No Free Tickets was phenomenal. Check out my review on that at Rox TV as well. I love the album. I knew I was gonna like it. Like I heard the songs on it, and I'm like, hey, we're 3 for 3, 4 for 4. Is there any talk on a new Lars project? So here's what's going on with Lars right now. I'm sure you guys have heard this. Bizarre's got a new mixtape coming out called Rufus. And Anakin is coming from Gordy. They're both working on solo projects right now. If anything happens with Lars, it'll be next year. Right now, everything's kind of in gear. We'll be talking more about Anakin here in a minute. I'm sure you guys have been seeing my posts. You guys have been seeing what's been going on. As far as my sealed copies, everything comes into play. Everything comes into fruition. Everything gets launched and prepped and ready for January. Man, Scottish Misfit, where the fuck you been, bro? We were talking punk rock last time I went live. God, has it been that long? The Cali Breeze album is amazing. If you guys like some of the female artists have been coming out, and right now there's labels picking them up. So female artists right now are definitely a hot commodity. So be sure you're checking that out as well. It's Clumsy from Cali Breeze. I loved it. I thought it was great. Rockstar really stood out from the rest of the album, and she held her own. She had one feature on that whole thing, and the rest of it was solely hers. So that was beautiful. How was that, bro? I fuck was sick of it all. Leftover Crack, their live performances be getting reviews. I think Leftover Crack's going to be blowing up again. Got clips and commentary on my channel. I'll check that out, dude, for sure. I love Sick of It All. I need to see the Dropkick Murphys again, man. Like, I'm fiending for a Murphy show. I really am. I wanted to see Public Image Limited, and I got so wrapped up in everything else, I had to miss out on that. Like, concerts become work, and it's what I wanted, but I ended up having to miss out on some other concerts that I wanted to see in lieu of projects I have to do. So, either way, I wouldn't change it for the world, man. If you'd have told me a year ago I'd end up doing all this, I wouldn't have believed you. It's what I set out to do. It's all I wanted to do. We got a re-up coming up too. Sid Jones is getting a new show that'll be over on Rox TV's YouTube channel. We're getting a full gear, full setup YouTube style. We're talking top 10s. We're talking conspiracy theories between Pac and Biggie. There's a new documentary coming out that we'll be talking about. So in January, we're actually launching, instead of it being the Situation Room, it's just going to be titled, it's called Sid Thinks. And it's going to be about what I think. It's going to be about what's been going on, my opinion on it, grading things, rating things. We're going to be seeing more album reviews that are video rather than just write-ups. So I'm going to be back to doing the YouTube personality thing. That's going to take place over at Rox TV. I'm really excited to have that platform. The video is going to be edited. You're going to see the clips. It's a whole new ball game, guys. Like, it's a beautiful thing. I can't express how much this means to me and how grateful I am for this. So I want to check in with you guys, see what's up. I don't want you guys to think I forgot about you. When you guys see everything and I'm like, yep, I did that. Yep, I did that. Yep, I was working on this. Yep, we're gearing up for that. You're going to be like, oh, damn. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have been on my YouTube either if I was working on that shit. With deadlines, by the way. Fucking deadlines. Oh, what else has been going on? Casper's going to be at New Year's. We got a dope last lineup for that. St. Luke is going to be in the house. We've got, of course, the Last American Rock Stars. Bobby Doe will be taking stage with me for hosting. It's been busy, man. A lot of shit that I can't talk about just yet, and I never thought that I'd ever say that. I never thought that I'd be the guy that get like that inside shit. I will say this though, you guys want some real inside shit, and I'll tell you guys this right now. Magic Ninja Entertainment was in the house last night at Rittz. I won't give specific names as to who was there, but I will tell you this. Magic Ninja Entertainment was representing, and they were representing hard. I got to talk with Young Wicked for a minute, got to catch up with him, hadn't seen him since Path of Destruction tour. Like, it's been a year. I saw him on stage for Twistmas and a couple of other events, so it was cool to talk with Young Wicked a bit. He's a cool dude. I fuck with him. Red killed it though. I love his stage performances. I'd like to see you guys check out Red live. I would love to see that. I know there's a tour in the talks. I know there's a couple of projects that have been coming out with Red, Rocky. We got Hyped Up Live tomorrow night with Rocky Wallace, so make sure you guys are tuned into Hyped Up Live sessions. Go like them on Facebook. I got a couple of projects that I'm working on with her mom, which you guys will be checking out here in the near future. Team Money Green, we got some work coming in with Team Money Green. We've got more King Gordy coming up. You guys are going to be checking out the King of Van Dyke Entertainment Facebook page and the YouTube page because you guys are going to be seeing a lot of shit popping up on there. We're talking a lot of green, a lot of kush, a lot of money, a lot of beautiful things, man. Red look like a flat-chested ginger shake. No, I think that people just think that because he's got the long hair, he's scrawny. What else has been going on? Damn, what else can I talk about? I've got a project coming out. I've got a lot that I want to talk about. I can't yet. I've been given the gag order. Do not talk about this. Do not do this. Do not hype this up. Don't get any energy behind this. I think I like his hair. I like Red's hair. Wait till you guys check out what's coming up next with him. That's gonna be sick. I got some insight as to what's coming up next for Red. I'm pumped. I'm so pumped. Irate's been back doing his thing. We'll be hearing more from Irate coming in 2019. He is not gone or forgotten. He is simply in the shadows right now. So he's got something that's coming up. Underground Hustling 66, the homie Beak the Geek is on it. Any word of Q Strange joining MNE? So as far as what I've heard with MNE and anybody that's joining, you're going to be seeing, I can't talk about it just yet. Listen to me. But you're going to be seeing more from Lex the Hexmaster. You're going to be seeing new projects coming up. You're going to be seeing more from a lot of these artists, man, that we've all known and loved. Gorilla Voltage has got another project that they're doing. It's going to be dope. I can't wait for you guys to see what's coming up. The Insane Clown Posse's Fearless Fred Fury comes out in a couple of months. I'm excited. The pre-orders look dope. And, oh, yeah, I fuck with Lex, bro. I think he's criminally underrated. I really do. Boondocks, we're getting, after the album that came out, Boondocks, look for him. I guarantee you guys might be seeing him in a couple of the Al Azul Elu. They're doing a tour, and throughout that tour, there's going to be people from LSP and MNE. Word is that Boondocks will be one of those artists. I'm not even sure I was allowed to tell you guys that. Oops. But yeah, a lot of cool things are happening, man. I'm blessed to be a part of it, blessed to be witnessing it, talking about it, reviewing it, so you guys can see my perspective on it. You know, I'm not gonna lie, man. When people are telling me, "Yo, Rox TV's biased and shit because of one damn article," I'm like, you just negated everything I've worked on since June, July, man. And my first article was about Whitney Payton, bro. Axe on tour and UGA on tour. Can't wait for those two. I'm excited for them too, bro. Honestly and truly, like, I think it's gonna be sick. I really, really want to see Rocky Wallace and Red do a tour, like they do their separate music. Red, Rocky come out for the last song, being caught up, and then Red closes it out with Whatever I Want. I think that would be sick, and I think that Rocky being able to get her music out there and being on tour with Red would be a huge, huge thing. Who's going to see Jay or Shaggy? I wish I could, man. I've been booked up with everything else. Unfortunately, I have to take the reins on that. Any word on Lars on a coast-to-coast tour? I want to see them in... So as far as Lars goes, like I said, they're focused on their separate projects. What we're doing is I know that Bizarre is going on tour with Willie Hayes. I know they were talking about booking that tour, and I think that was back in August, September. And I'm told that there's going to be a tour with them. So you'll be seeing you won't be seeing Lars touring just yet. You've got Bizarre going out with Willie Hayes. And again, I think it's to push like the Budden track and things like that. A couple of the shows that they were scheduled to be at where they didn't get to perform, I think really hindered them more than we had anticipated. And so they've decided that we're going to do our solo shit. And I'm working on a little thing, and I'm going to give you guys just a little tidbit on what I think happened with Lars. This is just my opinion. This is not the reflection of any bit of truth or anything that I've heard from anybody. This is solely my opinion. I need that put on record. I think that Los Angeles, please. Bro, I tell you what, I will tell you this. Gordy wants Cali so bad. He's like, bro, we're going to go to Cali, man. We just got to get a show out there. So knock on fucking this marble table that I got that ends up happening. That would be the shit. Gordy did a video with Bizarre years ago out in Cali. And if I'm not mistaken, it was the Rockstar one. If you guys haven't seen that music video, it's an oldie but a goodie, and it's a classic. Shady's in it. But as far as Lars goes, what ended up happening is fans were anticipating Gordy's return. He'd been doing music, Great American Weed Smoker, been doing the weed thing, rapping about that, doing old school hip hop with Bizarre, but he got away from the horrorcore shit until Real Wolf, Real Goons came out. And during that time, he was also working on How to Gag a Maggot with Jimmy Dunn down in like the secret, like nobody knew about it. So when he came back, Foul World was set to release, and people went with the horns in their head. They were doing it for Gordy, and they learned that there was nothing horror related coming out in Foul World. Now, when you look at some of the Last American Rockstar self-titled album, you had Rock and Roll, which had that little bit of like horror to it. You had a Stomp, which had a couple of little nudges towards horrorcore, and so on and so forth. But you had Ganja Man, California, Just Got Out the County. You had Lars Spangled Banner, so on and so forth. So when you bring down these albums and these songs and these tracks, it wasn't what people had hoped for. When they wanted Gordy back, they thought, shit, we're getting Gordy. They forgot that Bizarre and Gordy had been making music together for 20 plus years. This wasn't a super group. This wasn't anything except Bizarre and Gordy giving a name to it. You've heard about the Davidians. You heard what happened with the Project Dead Man, and so on. So the Last American Rockstars was like officially their chance to shine together. And I think that people got amped up for the horrorcore shit, and it kind of threw everything off balance. There was no, and people who heard of Lars, they were like, what is Lars? And you always had to explain it's Bizarre from D12 and King Gordy. They did the super duo. They're like, oh, that's dope. I fuck with Gordy, or hey, I fuck with Bizarre. Like, there's people I work with. They're like, my favorite member of D12 was Bizarre. And I've actually learned that King Gordy for the longest time was dubbed by Eminem and by D12 as the unofficial member, as an unofficial member of D12. So really, technically speaking, you could say that unofficially they were D13, which I guess would mean they were the Dirty 13. That'd actually be a good song, Dirty 13. I'd fuck with it. Oh, vape died. Go figure. But yeah, that's what's been happening. That's kind of what we're looking at as far as the Last American Rockstars go. Check out the new mixtape coming out from Bizarre. Check out Anakin when that comes out. And I'm telling you guys right now, it is in the works. I've already heard some songs off it. Fucking amazing. It's horrorcore fans, Gordy fans are gonna sit back and go, oh, so worth the wait. It's truly amazing. Hashtag Dirty 13. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I really hope that people like what's about to come. It's been a long time in the making. It's been a lot of work, a lot of effort, and when you guys see what's been going on, you guys will see that we're not playing. Like, this isn't a joke. This isn't a game. Like, we are dead set on everything that we have set out to do, and we're going to do it right. We're going to take everything that we have done, that I have done, that Gordy has done, and we're going to combine it all together, man, and it's going to be absolute fucking mayhem. And the Juggalos are going to love it. Promise you. Hashtag Vader. I love that track. Vader. Hail. Dark Lord Vader. I fuck with that. I gotta say, man, if you want to check it out, it's on Spotify. It's Van Dyke and Harper music. If you listen to that, and then you listen to like Grimy, you listen to Rockstar, you listen to Time to Die, you listen to a lot of the old school stuff with Gordy and Bizarre, you'd see like all of that led up to the Last American Rockstars, like being the last of a dying breed. And it's the truth, man. It's what they became. And it's all part of their legacy. It was to sum up everything they have done, and now they're going back to doing solo shit again. And they're going to meet up again. Like, you're going to be seeing Last American Rockstars at a couple of these shows. You could book them. You can get somebody to book them out in Cali. If you know promoters out there, have them book Lars, man. And if you guys want Gordy features, hit me up. I'm allowed to say this. But if you do want Gordy on your album, you want to do an EP with Gordy, you want to do a music video with Gordy, hit me up. We got a couple of deals that have been happening lately, so pretty excited. What up, Maximum Overload? Fucking, you know what, Max? I got something I got to say to you, bro. I may not fuck with you on a regular basis. You and me not always see eye to eye. But I tell you what, man, your music's a shit. Capstone and shit, I fuck with it. You know, you and me, bro, we're not always gonna get along, man. But I support your fucking music. Like, legit, straight up, that reminds me of like the old school music that I was bumping and growing up and listening to. What up, Beat the Geek? Coming out on Underground Hustlin' 66, hosted by the ROC, man. I'm excited for that shit. Waiting for my copy to fucking show up. So excited for that. To max. You know, and that's what it's always been about to me. Like, I don't, even if I saw a status, I saw a post, and it was actually from Scum. It said, I'll do business with you, even if I don't like you. And if I do like you, it doesn't mean I'm going to do business with you. I'm like, damn, that shit's deep. Like, that shit hit me. Like, right here, man. I felt it. When Scum said that, I felt that shit. Oh, I love Scum, man. I love talking to the guys. I miss his stories. Like this dude needs to write a biography. This dude needs to have like a YouTube channel where he's like just going on one of his rants or whatever, and then just cuts the camera, like not even addressing anybody. Just listen to what the man has to say, man. It's profound. I have talked to so many artists. Like, I was not going to do the MBK, my brother's keeper interview. I wasn't scheduled to do it. I wasn't set to do it. But I wanted to get to know him, so I'm asking him a couple of questions. And he goes, yo, we should save this for the interview because this is meaty. This is juicy shit. And I said, yo, what? Fuck it. I'll let Rox know. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'll just do the interview right quick. It worked out. I was pretty pumped, pretty excited about that. Emotional aspects and business need to be separated. It would make the music world so much better. It would, man. We'd probably see a lot less beef. Max Julian and Trey Pounds. Max Julian, Proof's cousin. Trey Pounds, Shaggy Joe's brother. They're on a movement right now to end the violence and the bullying inside of hip-hop. I've shared this on my Facebook. I'll end up sharing it again because I think people need to see it. One of the members of Run DMC comes out and talks about why hip-hop is the way it is, how we cure it, and how when Pac and Biggie got shot, that there was this, man, I feel that like we've lost good artists, and then 2-3 weeks later, man, we're back to pulling guns. I mean, not me. I'm not pulling anything, unless it's a Mauser that I'm shooting off of my buddy White out in the middle of the fucking woods in New Hampshire. If you guys don't know what a Mauser is, it's an old World War II bolt-action rifle. You're not getting too many hits off with that thing, and it's not very accurate either. But it packs a punch, man. It's fun shooting that, though. Yeah, I think I like that message that Run DMC was bringing in. I like what Max Julian and Trey Pounds are doing. Is that they're joining that kind of movement. And I was right. DMX is back. So I'm happy about that. Mac Lethal did a new video on depression, dope lyrics on there. You know what, man? Mac Lethal did that one about that woman with cancer. That fucked with me. With the woman with cancer and had the dog. I was like, man, fuck you. All right? Yeah, I'm pissed that thing died. Of course I didn't charge it. Why the fuck would I? But yeah, that's what's been going on. I love Mac Lethal. I think he's great. I'm glad DMX is coming back. Like a lot of the legends, man. Exhibit, the new Serial Killers music video is up on Adam22's page on YouTube. Oh man, you know that was one of those free mixtapes that came out back in 2014, 2013 that I fucked with. Like that Serial Killers project was amazing. Be Real of Cypress Hill and Exhibit. Who else was on there? Somebody else. It was killer, man. That was like the closest thing we got to Body Count, and I love Body Count. Matter of fact, I got their album that came out last year, chilling in my my office, about to get revamped. Had a lot of cool shit in there. A lot of cool shit. Been collecting some things. I've got the Seven the General album, which you can get on Amazon. It is CDR, but man, if you could just listen to all the collabs that are on there. Esham is on there, and it's everybody from Detroit, man. Seven the General, he's been a huge influence and a huge inspiration to a lot of people, to a lot of the hip hop that's out here in Detroit, whether it be 7 Mile, whether it be any of that, man. He's truly killing it, man. He's doing a great job. He puts artists on, and I think that that's what's important. I think people lost sight of that. Like Seven the General rolls with D12, rolls with Bizarre, rolls with Gordy. You see him in a lot of the videos too. Snoop has a tour this year. Bone Thugs and Harmony and Spice One. I seen that. They were just talking about that today. Actually, there was something I was watching, and it was Snoop Dogg, and dude, that place erupted, man. There was an event that happened over in Cali that Bizarre was at. It was like The Game and a couple of other big names that were at this, like, it's like a hip hop festival kind of thing. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, it's good to see the old school artists coming back. It's good to see that hip hop hasn't completely fallen off into the grid of mumble and trap music like that. Gives me hope, man. It gives me hope. It really does. I mean, we need that kind of music right now. Like what we honestly need right now is we need to go back in time and not make Suge CEO of Death Row. That reminds me. Bodied is out on YouTube Premiere, and I'm actually going to go and get YouTube Premiere. There's a 7-day free trial. I'm gonna hit that up and check that film out. It's produced by Eminem. There's a movie coming out on Showtime. Trailer's up for it. It's a tell-all with Suge Knight, and somebody is riding in the car with him, and they ask him, "So do you know who killed Pac?" And like the way he looks at the guy as he's turning down the road, man. Yeah, that comes out December 21st. Am I right on that? I guess we'll find out. Come on now, wake up. We'll have to look that up. But it's going to be on Showtime. I missed, there was a show that I guess came out this past summer that I missed. The something ones, it was like Dr. Dre and Eminem. The Defiant ones. Thank you. Thank you to the 3 people that are in here right now. Man, I chose a bad time, bro. I forgot how late it is. A weekday. Like, I fucked up. Bad planning on my part. New Suge Knight. Showtime. Suge Knight is hit with the Biggie question and trailer for Antoine Fuqua's. I butchered that. Showtime documentary. It's called American Dream, American Nightmare. It's Nightmare spelled Knight. That's sick. So yeah, the trailer is up. Again, it's American Dream / American Nightmare spelled Knight. So yeah. And that's what the internet's popping off with right now, man. Is he's hit with the Biggie question. Did he get Biggie killed? What's up, Dallas, Arizona? Kelly Breeze had her first live performance. Shout out to Kelly and Sick Bucks, man. Dude, Callie's been hit with stage quite a bit. I've been seeing her on stage a couple of times. I've seen some of those videos weeks ago, actually. And yeah, she's killing it, man. Like all of Sick Bucks is like doing a real good job right now. Mirnaz, he's doing phenomenal. The crowd seems to be really receptive to him. Des Luca, the Cannibal's got another project coming out. Like that dude is working, whether it's him or it's with the Cut Up crew, Cut Up Killers. And you've got just everybody on there, man. You've got Gruesome doing his thing. You've got man, it's like that winter, the whole collection of it was truly phenomenal. I didn't know how I was even going to review that. Like there's just so much to it. Like I'd have to do like a review and a review and a review because it's like I think I calculated like 3 hours long. So that to me is absolutely ridiculously long and perfect. Like it's 2 discs. So yeah, it was hard to figure out like which ones were my favorite. Like there's like some of the songs are short, but at the end of it, there's always a quote from Jimmy Don. So it's worth checking out, guys. If you guys are interested, Winter, the complete series is available up on sickfucks.com, as is the How to Gag a Maggot Deluxe Edition, which, by the way, if you can't get it for whatever reason, check it out on Spotify. Also, Red is on Spotify. Like I got Spotify for one reason only. I'll tell you why. It was the Last American Rockstar's Christmas Carol, and that's why I downloaded Spotify. And that's why I even got the app. I was like, hell yeah, I got to hear this. So that's why I got Spotify. I've had Pandora now for God, I want to say since 2012 is when I got Pandora. And I fucks with Pandora. I still got like all the comedian stations, dude. Like my Pandora list is like a damn novel. But yeah, Red's new project also up on Spotify. It's a good time, man. I'm excited for everything that's been happening, and everyone seems to be doing well. Everyone seems to be succeeding, doing their thing, and I'm proud of each and every one of you guys. I'm proud of each and every one of these artists that I've been able to work with, that I've been able to talk to. That's what we're here for, man. We're here to make big moves for artists. That's why Rocks TV and I do what we do, and we do it amazingly. The Nooner Show interviewed us, so that was cool as hell. Sitting across from T Money Green, that was. There's sitting down with King Gordy, sitting down with Bizarre, sitting down with T Money Green, and all these artists and hearing their stories, man. It's mind blowing. Did you get your vote in for the top MC contest on Underground Hustlin' 67, hosted by Rittz? It's on their Facebook page. Oh, dope. Yeah, you sent that to me, and I don't think I got a chance to save it because as soon as I got home, I got to write on the Grizzy Hendrix where he actually is in a music video with Tekashi 69. So, kind of, sort of ish, but you get the gist. Definitely check out that review. Definitely check out the music video. Like I said, like, I love Underground Hustlin' and I love writing about him. And there's things I've wanted to write about, man, and missed it completely. Ice Cube being back and doing his thing, missed it. Vinny Paz's music video that came out now 4 days ago, missed it. Like, I kind of feel like that I got a lot going on, and that's been the problem. And I think I've come up with a cure for it, and I don't think many people are going to like this. So on this channel, I'm still going to try and go live as often as I can with you. If you want to come over and see me over at Rocks TV, do so. We've got a show coming out where it's just going to be me talking about my thoughts, my top 10. I'm going to have my own column set up on Rocks TV, so you guys can always check in over there. Like, this isn't the end, guys. This is just a lot happening. As much as I love Max Julian, Trey Pounds, and all these artists, man, like, I've got, like, 3 artists right now that I'm working hard for. Harder than I've ever worked for anybody, man. And I love these artists to death. And these artists know who they are. And I'm going to focus on them. That way, when I'm going back to the launch pad, because when you guys see what's about to be announced, and you guys look at the history and look at the credentials of me and Rocks TV, you're going to be like, those motherfuckers did it. Those motherfuckers put them on when nobody else had even knew about them or nobody else would. And that's where they're at now. Damn, man. That's a win. See, even when I lose, I win. Like, it's crazy, man. I wanted to quit. I wanted to be done with it. I wanted a couple of weeks off. I was looking forward to that. It was about a week or so ago. I wanted to take 2 weeks off from doing all this shit. I lasted 2 days, man, and I was right back at it. And I forget what it was. Something came out, and I had to write about it. I think it had something to do with Adams 22. I can't even remember. But I was like, oh, I can't take the 2 weeks off. I'll write this, and then I'll go back to, and then I just got back into my writing because I love writing. So writing has actually been my escape. Like, when I'm in a bad mood, I'm just going to go write an article, and I'll feel better about something that's completely unrelated to why I might be upset. Weird. But that's how it goes with me, I guess. I don't know if anyone else is like that, where it's like, I'm mad, I'm going to go draw. I'm mad, I'm going to go write rhymes. Like, I'm sure that's a common thing. I just don't rap. Although if I got $1 for every time I'm asked what time I'm going on, I'd be sitting pretty. Please check it out, y'all. There's a lot of talent coming from Underground Hustlin'. There's an artist who are Rocks TV worthy on Underground Hustlin'. There's artists who. Oh, there is an artist who. There are artists who are Rocks TV worthy on UGH. That's another thing too, man. Like, it's not even like Rocks TV, like, quote unquote worthy. It's if we know about it and whatever, like, you're good, bro. We want to put them on. Grizzy Hendrix. I wanted to do something with Grizzy. I believe in Grizzy, and I've said this, and I stand by what I said. He's the artist that hip hop needs right now. He is our Batman. He is our Dark Knight. As much as you may not like him, as much as you may detest him, or you may not understand him, I'm telling you right now, we need him. You know, like, he is our symbol of hope right now, as far as hip hop goes, because he's talking about the same shit that DMC was talking about. Like Look at that video they did, Mr. Hernandez. That's the name of it. It's Mr. Hernandez official music video, aka 6ix9ine, Mr. 6ix9ine, and it's done by Grizzly Hendrix. The music video took a lot of time, took a lot of effort. I can tell that it probably happened the minute Tekashi got put in jail. Grizzly Hendrix sitting there watching it on YouTube, watching it on the news, heard it from a friend, heard it on social media, and immediately went to work. Like that damn quick, bro. He didn't hesitate. And that's another thing I've noticed. It's like when he says, "Who killed Shady?" and people are like, "Oh, it's a diss song." No, it's not. Who killed Shady's an analogy on who changed the way that Shady was, because Shady used to be horrorcore, or he's even said it. Eminem used to be a horrorcore artist, man. He really did. And Relapse, or no, not was it Relapse that he actually considered to be a horrorcore album? I was like, damn, knowledge. And that was in an interview you could check out, by the way. I forget who did it. If you're wanting it, be patient. I can't go digging for it right now. I've got a lot going on, and I'm excited, man. I'm not even complaining. I'm just saying, like, I've realized how fast time goes by being in this business. Like, I was telling somebody, I was like, look, if there's something that's coming out 3 months from now, like, it's gonna go by like that. Like, stay on it and keep an eye on it. And I've noticed this too. When there's a story that comes out, you're covering it. Anything that comes out about it, you have to like be on top of. And there's 3 things that I've got going on with that right now. So that's also played a huge part in everything that's been happening. So it is what it is. Either way, I wouldn't change what I'm doing for nothing, man. I love my lifestyle. I love all the nice things that I've been getting. I love the office getting revamped. It's incredible. You know, there's nothing else I'd rather be doing than working in the industry. And I finally got everything I've wanted and more in a year's time. And I got you guys to thank for that. I really do. You guys pushed me. You guys stuck by me when I was doing those videos, man. You guys were like, damn, there's something about this guy. Gave me that inertia, gave me that boost, gave me that little bit of confidence that I needed to make it. So without you guys, who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'd still be at Aldi, huh? Tell us a bit about, Geyer educational background? My educational background? Who's Geyer? Oh, yours? It came out Gire, bro. I can't even translate that. Gotcha. Wanted to make sure. My educational background, so I went to high school out in New Hampshire where I felt like I was deprived of an actual education. And then when I was a sophomore, I went to a high school called Perry High School. And when I went there, I met teachers that really worked with me, really helped me. I had a marketing teacher that taught me everything that I needed to know and more. I took marketing for 3 years, and I took writing for 4. And what else was I doing? Civics. I wanted to be a teacher, so on and so forth. I went to college for half a semester and wasn't comfortable being there, didn't like being there, so I left and joined the workforce. I said workforce, I worked at a gas station, and that was about it up until 2011. So from 2009 to 2011, I was just working, doing day-to-day jobs. And then in 2011, I was smoking some Cali Green. I was smoking, I was drinking, I was getting fucked up, and I had this vision. I was like, yo, I'm going to start my own business. I wrote out everything in crayon that I found, and then I passed out, woke up the next morning to a stack of cash about that high. And it was my buddies being like, yo, bro, like you had a really sound business idea last night. Like, here's your money to get it started. I learned from Mars. I've learned from my English teachers. I've learned from everything that accumulated, and all I needed was a chance. So I started writing reviews for Juggalo News. I wrote a review for Helter Skelter from Buckshot, I'll Fall Down from Prozac, both of which supported that review, shared it as artists do now. And Mars showed me how to post, how to write, how to do coding, a little bit of coding, like just for posts, and showed me the ropes. And in 2014, I decided that I was going to go back in and do the workforce thing. We were kind of like wondering, like, well, I was supposed to go out to Cali to go work for Mars, and we weren't sure where we were headed. He was going through some shit. I was going through some shit. And he's like, bro, like, hold off on Cali for a bit. So I went back to work. And 2 years later, 3 years later, here I am. Interested in sponsors. How would a sponsor benefit from investigating you? What's your next venture in 10 years? Okay, so that's a really interesting question. And by the way, what's up, Smosh Man? Much love to you. Interested in sponsors. Yeah, we've got when it comes to sponsors, I've never been personally sponsored except when I was doing my Situation Room. I'd put like things down there. But when it comes to Rocks TV, hit us up. We throw up banners. We do reviews on your product. We post it on our social media. It gets placed in the top 10, which I apologize, I haven't done a top 10 in a while. But when we get a sponsor, we will. When we get top 10s, we circulate them through Reddit with people that have like millions upon millions of followers, like subreddits, I guess is what they're called. And we launch it everywhere. And in those articles is where you would be put in for this being sponsored, and they would see your product, they would see your business, they would see whatever it is you've got within that article or within that top 10. And we have different rates. You'd have to talk to Bob Rocks about all the different rates that we have. And that's how you would end up backing all of us, by backing Rocks TV. And I've said this about Lars. When you're supporting me, you're supporting Lars. When you support Lars, you're supporting me. It's the same thing with Rocks TV. When you support me, you're supporting Rocks TV. When you support Rocks TV, you're supporting me. And that's kind of how it's always been, at least in my line. At least what I've been trying to do with people is just work with everybody. And when it comes to different sponsors and it comes to different companies, different products, we market you the right way. Like, we're not going to put you next to your competition. Like, you're going to get put into your own little thing separate. And we do it all by demographics. We do all the studies on it. We do all the algorithm research. That's why we only post certain times on social media. We've studied algorithms. We've studied how Facebook works. We've studied like what really gives you a boost and what helps you organically. And we basically are the quote unquote Fiverr of that. Like, we naturally do it. It's all actual people that'll see it. Inquisitor's here. What's up, brother? Is this my backstory? No, this is somebody asking me about sponsors and how would a sponsor benefit from investigating you or investing in you. So that's how you'd benefit, like guaranteed, like whoever reads the articles, they see you as well. And the way that I write it is it leads in, it's like hey, before we begin with the rest of this article, we want you to check out the sponsor who made this article possible. Without them, this article would not be here. They have amazing products. They sell A, B, C, and D. They do X, Y, and Z, so on and so forth. And that's how you guys would benefit. You guys would get all of that information. You get a Facebook link, Twitter link, all of whatever it is that you're getting, and it goes right into there. And a clip of a review goes at the end, and it gets like a repeat. So it's like, and thank you for checking out this article. Be sure that after you leave here, you check out our XYZ sponsor. They've got A, B, and C for you, sitting there waiting, et cetera, et cetera. That's just off the top of my head. I've actually got some examples if you're interested of Sick Fucks had sponsored us for a little bit. So yeah, that's how that works. What was the other thing? What's your next venture in 10 years? Okay, so my next venture in 10 years, I plan on working as somebody who's able to make money in the music industry, doing what I do best with the team that I've got, and getting people interested in doing what I do and showing them the ropes and having them learn. Documentaries, I just want to be like the creative mind behind everything. And who knows, like I thought that once I get to here, I'll be happy. Well, when I got there, I was like, I'm still hungry and I want more. So in 10 years, I plan on being in the music industry with an actual either group of artists or a label or an independent label, major label, just doing something with the artists that I have been in contact with and that I've been trying to give a boost to. Let's see, no more rainbow-haired people with the lack of talent in 2019. That's something so much new music coming out from so many great artists in 2019. Fresh things are coming. Yes, I agree. What do you think about Rare Demos and Freestyles Volume 2 by Necro of his rarest tracks? I was checking out his Gore album. It just came out, the Notorious Goriest or something like that. I fuck with that. I like Necro, though. We've talked about Necro a couple of times. Demos and freestyles, I've not heard those yet. Uh, like I said, I haven't been hearing much of Necro, but I do love his music. That's a guy who I'd like to work side by side with and have an interview with. Necro's just got such a legitimate history to him alone and everything that he has done on a whole other spectrum of hip hop. Him and Vinny Paz, those are two artists that I would like to have a sit down with. DMX, of course Eminem, but I think that's like on everybody's list. But I've got plans to actually, you guys see that coming up. But I've got a couple of ideas that I think Shady will be very much interested in. That's another goal of mine. Within 10 years, I want to actually have a sit down interview with Shady himself. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but can you start promoting underground DJs? DJs are promoters in the sense. Okay, so we're trying to. We had somebody who that was going to be their prime focus, and no longer. So we're trying to focus on everybody, not just artists, but DJs. I've got probably 7 articles in a pipeline right now that are probably outdated because I'll start writing it. I'm like, hey, there's nothing happening. Take a little bit of time and I'm gonna write for a little bit, right? That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm sitting there and I'm writing and doing my thing. And next thing I know, somebody needs this. This album came out that needs a review, so on and so forth. Also, artists, when it comes to reviews, your business, your whatever it is that you have, also goes into as a sponsor for the review. That way, they're not paying for the review, the sponsor is, and in trade, you get all the placement in there, banner space, space inside the review, and the artists share that. They read the review and then they share it if they like it. I've not had any complaints about any of my writing except from Psychopathic and M&E fans alike. So go figure. Let's see. Go to posts. Let's go to posts. Yeah, I just want to see what's in my pipeline. I know there was one that was like just chilling there, and I had to have like somebody else from Rocks TV put it up. Yeah, I can't even see my pipeline right now. So odds are published. Oh, 16 drafts, bro. I got 16 drafts in this. Let's see. I've got DJ Sunshine. Check this out. Top 10 underground EDM artists. That's in the pipeline. Kill Your Friends, the Music Industry Handbook. Funny story. I was trying to do research for that book, and then I found out Kill 'Em All came out, and then a company fucked me on that book. They were like, yo, like, we got the book and whatever. And they're like, oh, well, we don't send shipping. And they just kept sending me the same damn thing. So Amazon kicked them in the ass. It's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. And I got my money back. So fuck them. I really want that book. I really, really do. Kill Your Friends is a music industry handbook. The film is also great. So I'm actually holding off on that a little bit for Kill 'Em All to come in, which is the sequel. And I'm going to check that out. It's 20 years after he's rich beyond his wildest dreams. And his old friend from 20 years back from Kill Your Friends, oh, man, just that premise. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, that's good stuff. What's this one? Hip Hop and the Future of the Genre, another one that's in the pipeline. What else do I got? I'm waiting on this to come out, but I've got, what? I never put that out. Are you kidding me? No. That's got to be a mistake. Maybe I just started a new one. Damn. Guess which one I missed, guys? Eminem Stepping Stone sends a message. Wow. That sucks. Again, something crucial and something probably came up to where I couldn't get to it. That sucks entirely. I'll have to see if it's there. Maybe, hopefully, I just ended up forgetting about it. Yeah, nope. I never put it up. That sucks. Will you be covering the Shaggy Two Dope or Violent J solo tour in Virginia in a few months? That would be dope. We don't have the funds right now to be going out of state. We put all of everything that we've got, even into 2019, into Detroit. But we wanted to get the Midwest locked in, familiar with Rox TV before we started branching out. If anything has taught us anything, it's that we've spread ourselves thin through material. I mean, clearly through my projects and everything that I need to do. I'm mad that I went through that pipeline now, the fact that I did not put Stepping Stone on there. That pisses me off. I'm mad about that. I really am. Although I did mention it, my collaborations we need before 2019, so consolation prize, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'd love to be down in Virginia. Virginia, Florida, Georgia, I've not been to those states. And, of course, Hawaii and Alaska. Honestly, I want to just, when I make it to where I'm at, like people ask me, like, you know, let's say you made it big. Like, what would you do with all that money? Bro, I'd be throwing shows in the most random places. Like, it'd be like, Bangladesh needs a concert. Do you know anybody in Bangladesh? No, but we're putting it on. You think they'll show up? I don't fucking know. Where is Bangladesh? Beats the hell out of me. We're going to Bangladesh. Or, like, doing one in the UK. Like, that's what I would do with my money. I'd be like, yo, I'm going to take, like, these 4 artists, right? I'm going to take A, B, C, and D, and we're going to go down to Bangladesh. When we get back, we're going down to Mexico with these 4 artists. Then I'm going to go over to Brazil with these 4 artists and then rotate. So, like, I would just do that, like, constantly, just, like, randomly throw shows in the most random places, except the Amazon. Fuck the Amazon. No disrespect to the tribes that live down in Amazon, but there's shit in there that the devil himself had opened up his legs and birthed, and I'm not very much interested in those things at all. I kind of like my digits and the rest of my body. So, no, thank you. Much love to Brazil, though. Your country will do it, but not inside the Amazon forest. Not happening. I wouldn't tune out Russia. I would do one in Russia just because I want Vladimir Putin to be like, oh, I cannot have this music in my fucking country, or however the fucking Russians speak. I don't know. I would definitely want to do it like what Adam 22 did with the World Tour, but I would do it with, like, you know, 4 artists going here and, like, a couple of these places, bring them back, take these 4 artists and go out over there. I would do what Henry Rollins does, but I'd bring artists with me to do shows. Like, hey, there's a venue out in this place. Well, what's the demographics like? There's 6 Eskimos and 3 women that live there. So it's looking good. Shows on Poland. Have you heard about Camp Anarchy with Rancid and all sorts of sick bands next year? Really? I didn't hear about Camp Anarchy, but I did hear about Punk Rock Poland. Have a Switzerland festival. That would be cool. Have it on an island. Bro, we should do a Switzerland tour where, again, it's like these artists, right, they go on tour with me to kick off in, like, Mexico, and then up to Canada, over to the UK, over to Spain, down over to Greece, and then up, and we end the tour in Switzerland. That would be the shit. We fly back to the States, man, like champions. That would be ideal. You know, I got to say, though, here's what I do, right? I would bring my 4 artists, right? It would be like my dudes. And then I'd headliner, but it would be a different headliner for each thing. So it'd be like, yo, Tech, I need you for just these shows over the seas. I got everything covered. We're going to go with these 3 artists, and that's it. Like, no openers, no nothing. We're going to make money at the door, period. That's what I'd do. If I had the money to do shit like that, bro, I would do it. Take my 3 artists with someone like Tech, and then I'd be like, oh, thanks, Tech. Appreciate your time. It was dope partying in Switzerland with you, and I don't remember much of it. It was cool as fuck. Come back and be like, yo, fucking blaze you dead, homie. I've got these 3 artists next that I need you to go with, and we're gonna go to the UK, we're gonna go to Canada, and we're gonna go down to Mexico and whatever. And then I take like Red, and I take Rocky Wallace, and I take, you know, of course, Whitney Payton. She would probably be the headliner for that. Am I right, lads? I'm right. And then I'd be like, hey, it's just gonna be we 4, and then we're all gonna go and go do our thing, go over to the places, go over to the countries, have a great time. What I would also do is I'd probably make it so that way Henry Rollins did like a spoken word, and then before a spoken word, like we would have like a 6-song set. Imagine that, booking Henry Rollins, making money off those tickets, gold, because Henry Rollins brings people in. His spoken words are absolutely amazing. People freely kill people in Bangladesh, man. Like an all-day thing. It's been a genocide going on for like 5 years. I'll have to skip that show. Suddenly, the show in Bangladesh has been unexpectedly canceled. When we found out that there was planes being shot down, we were like, "Oh yeah, no, thank you. Sorry, Bangladesh. We are not doing a show there." See, glad that's what you do, Party Masters. You'd be like, "Hey, listen, let's not do that show." Well, why not? Well, these demographics say that there's 8 people. Oh, wait, 4 people in that area. Party Masters, that crap happens here in South Bend, Indiana as well. It's sad but true. Indiana? Sweet Jesus. God save Indiana, I guess. Goddamn. Kill people in Bangladesh. Well, that's really unfortunate. Party Masters probably went looked that up for him and was like, "Hey, yo, what's good?" I really wish this fucking thing was charged. I don't have a charger here either. Fuck. I had that red one. What's this? Well, I don't have a cube. The cube. See, I got the core. Oh, you know what? Haha. This live stream just went on a little bit longer because Sid came up with a genius idea. Man, I got like more cords attached to me than a coma patient. Am I allowed to say that? Is that too dark? Can I say that? I have more cords attached to me than a coma patient. Ah. See? We're live. Did you know King Gordy did an Anakin freestyle in 2016? I did. I did know that. Did you know Gordy was there for the summit, the hip hop summit back in 2003? Did you also know that King Gordy was in a music video with Eminem? Did you also know that King Gordy not only was at the hip hop summit, but he also was on Juggalo News way back in the day, like way back in the day, when he was out in Cali, talked to Juggalo News, and then went and did that video with Bizarre, which I'm still convinced it was that video for Rockstar. Well, I guess this thing needs to charge a little bit more then. Damn it, I was really excited that I came up with that genius idea. It's that dead. How's it going, bro? It's going good, Katie. Thanks for stopping in here. Appreciate you being here. So this is the Anakin track on the album? No. So this is a freestyle that came out from the 2018 mixtape from Halloween. That's all that was. It was just for Halloween. Van Dyke and Harper is also, it may or may not be. That hasn't been decided yet, but that was just a Halloween freestyle thing that you can purchase as a single. That was just something that we wanted to do as a promise that Anakin was coming. I thought it was dope. I thought that was great. I gotta say that the Van Dyke and Harper freestyle was killer. When that came out, I was pumped. I was geeked. And then when Gordy was like, "Yo, you want to check out the songs that are coming off on Anakin?" I was like, "Yes, pretty please." 3 songs I got to hear off that bitch. What? It was cool. Yep. I was very much happy. I was like, I cannot wait to go home and tell the people at my village that this is going to be absolutely phenomenal. And yes, that was Ashley that just walked by in her pajamas. Come on, baby, turn on for me. Yeah. Oh, so much better. I love the Snuff Porn Gore album by Butcher's Harem. Butcher's Harem. I think we talked about that last time. So this, yeah, we might have. But Smosh Band really gets into the horrorcore music too, I've noticed. So is there anything I have missed, anything I need to be informed of that we haven't discussed, that I might have missed? I've been hearing some shit, and I was like, what? King Gordy says some wild things. He has no filter. Bro. I love you that about him. He's an awesome MC and fun person. Have you listened to, okay, I think the craziest freestyle I heard from him was, it was called King Gordy Acapella. Bro, that shit was so dark. Man. And, like, the way he, like, pauses, has, like, sinister smile to him. I'm like, sweet Jesus. Am I doing any more tours? So Rox TV, I'm not sure if Rox wants me to talk about this or not, but yes, we are in the works for a Rox TV tour. It has been in the works. Right now we are at the first stage of it, which is where we're sitting down talking about who should come up on it and where we should go. Any cool events? We've got Astro coming up in Michigan. I will be there for Astro. What's this month? I've got Hyped Up Live sessions tomorrow. We've got a really cool guest coming out for Hyped Up Live for January. January 5th, we've got Flint, Michigan, holding it down with a cool surprise, man. A cool fucking, yeah, if you guys want to see some history, you guys want to see something you will never see again, January 5th, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, January 5th in Flint, Michigan for the holiday hangover, I think it is. Bro, that shit's going to be killer. Best believe I will be there for that. I am missing that shit. No fucking way. It's going to be good. So that's next. Sick travels. I'm like 52 minutes away from Flint and from Detroit. So, damn my auto text. Are you guys located in Michigan? Yes, we are. Our headquarters is downriver. Geez, another show that's coming up, and I forgot. I know I mentioned this earlier, but Last American New Year, Last American Rockstar, St. Luke. We've got Suicidal Saints. Those guys will be there. I saw them at Summer Rap Jam. We've got Fury on the bill, Travesty for the after party with Kovacs and with Extra Overdose. Man, I'm pumped for that. So that's next. It's gonna be the next show that I go to. I don't think I have anything else as far as shows go. Hyped Up Live tomorrow. So tune into Hyped Up Live sessions live. It'll be on Facebook. And Rock's covering Astro 2910 in February. We're not covering it. We've got a table set up for there. And we are the official sponsors for Astronomicon. Yeah, that fucking just happened, bro. Rox TV is sponsoring Astronomicon. So, yeah. And I know there's people that are like, oh shit. Bro, we're going places, man. I told y'all we're going places. I'm not sure if Rox wanted me to tell you guys that. I think you want to make that a big announcement. Oopsie daisy, but y'all know now. So gear up and get ready, bro. 2019 is upon us. It's going to be killer. Wait till you see what I got coming, bro. Wait till you see the plans that we got, the artists that I'm working with. Seven the General, King Gordy, Bizarre, working with Kovacs, working with Foulmouth, bro. Dude, Foulmouth has been killing it and doing a phenomenal job. I can't thank him enough. He's been doing everything he can to help out the Detroit scene. And the Detroit scene, bro, is Detroit versus everybody up in this bitch. And we're going to kill it. We're going to kill it. When 2018 comes up, you see the Detroit Music Awards, and you see 2019, you're going to be like, yup, it's Detroit versus everybody, and they're winning. We might have the shittiest football team out here. We might have the Tigers out here. But we've got Rox TV. We've got Sid Jones, King Gordy, Seven the General. We've got fucking Blaze Dead Homie out here. We've got Red. We've got Rocky Wallace. We've got Big Hoodoo. We've got Shaggy 2. We got Violent J. We've got Slim Shady. Bro, it's Detroit versus everybody, and we're winning. We're winning, period. Call it VIP information only. Yeah. I'll probably delete the stream afterwards. Oh, Patreon. So coming up in January, we got a Patreon. We have decided that we are going to, here's what we're going to offer. I can't tell you what we're offering. My bad. But with your subscription to Patreon, you get two things. A couple of things. One, you get a package from me. and you get to join a Discord private conversation where we go down our ideas. All of your money doesn't go to me. Your money goes to backing this idea. We go to Netflix. We go to this record label. We go to this artist. We go to whatever. And it's like, yo, we've got this much to put behind this project. We believe in it. We just need you guys to meet us halfway or 3/4 of the way or a third of the way. Listen, we came up with, and everybody's vote counts. Everybody's vote counts. So what'll happen is, if one person is dead set against it, it doesn't go through until everybody's on board. Can you speak about Yaya? I heard he is blackballed most venues in the area. Is this true? As far as Yaya goes, I think that this became a Juggalo community thing. Yaya is still holding strong, still doing his thing. He has gone through a different avenue, through a different alleyway, and he's going to do just fine. Whatever ended up happening due to a legitimate hip-hop beef. And when it comes to beef, this is what happens. Could this beef gone ugly? Absolutely, it could have. Gotta head out. Hope everyone had a great night. Please check out Underground Hustling on Facebook, y'all, for the MC contest. Much love, Beat the Geek. Will do. So again, Underground Hustling 67 contest, hosted by Rittz, who was there at the shelter last night and killed that motherfucker. I actually didn't hear about Rittz until I moved out here to Michigan. So shows you how fucking under a rock I was till I got out here. Got that song stuck in my head too. That acapella from Gordy though got stuck in my head. So I know I've talked about a little bit of the history of Gordy on this channel. When I say a little, I mean a lot. So my homie Joey Cordes, he does have a song coming out. He's got a song coming out with King Gordy. That is legitimate. Whether I hope you guys are not mad that I leaked this, but it is a dope track. He had me listen to it, the finished, crisp, clean, mastered version. I'm pumped for it, man. I'm so excited for it. And it's incredible. I love it. It's got that acid rap to it, man, like that old school, think like old school Gordy and that old school Esham combined, bro. It's killer. Livid Rhymer, man. It's going to the name Livid Rhymer. It's my boy Joey Cordes. He was the one who introduced me to King Gordy. Started me off easy, had me listen to Kelly Osbourne. I was laughing. Then he had me listen to This World, and I was like, bro, come on, man. I gotta hear it again. That shit's dope. It's fucked up, but it's dope. So it was King of Horrorcore Volume 2 that he introduced me to, and then it was The Entity, and then he introduced me to some of the other stuff. Van Dyke and Harper music, I actually got into on my own. He never introduced me to that. I lie. He introduced me to the song That's Detroit, and that's when I checked out the entire album. And I gotta say, man, Van Dyke and Harper music and King Gordy Sings the Blues, those are like two completely different tracks. Two different albums, two different projects that definitely pull away from the horrorcore aspect of King Gordy, and we hear him do like OG hip hop. My favorite song off of Van Dyke and Harper music was That's Detroit, and then I heard Squeeze Dat, and I'm like, oh, that's my shit. Here, slip these into the clip. Now slip the clip into this, pull that back in, now squeeze this shit. And I'm like, that is some G shit, bro. There's a music video, I forget which one it is, but it's Gordy, Seven the General, and Bizarre just waving guns, bro, and they ain't props either. That's a legitimate thing. Like, they are in the worst parts of Detroit filming this shit. You guys will be able to see that soon enough, though. Once you see the project I've been working on, y'all will see. Y'all are going to see. It'll be like, damn, that's why he's been fucking vacant from, he's been, shall I say, pretty vacant from his YouTube channel. Shouts out to the Sex Pistols for that. I've actually been watching some interviews with Johnny Rotten talking about Sid Vicious. Have you heard Korn do a track called Jingle Balls? I cried. I have not. I didn't even know Korn was still around, bro, to be completely honest with you. I miss old Korn, though. Freak on a Leash. Follow the Leader. Yeah. That shit was dope. Back in the day, man. Like, Eminem was like my, Eminem and Kid Rock, man, were like my introduction to hip-hop. And I do consider Devil Without a Cause, a hip hop album. There, I said it. Fight me. I'm sorry. Joe C's verse on the song Devil Without a Cause. Yeah, that's a hip hop track. That's a hip hop album. Fight me. Joe C, man, I think about that. It's really weird, man. I'll never forget where I was when I found out about Joe C. I was getting on the bus with my buddy Brandon McGoughlin. Like, dude, this was what? When did Joe C die? Let me show you how good my memory is right quick. Let's see. November 16th, 2000, bro. 10 years old. I remember where it was. My buddy Brandon McGoughlin sat down next to me. And he's crying. I'm like, dude, what happened? He goes, bro, Joe C died. How many projects do you have? You've been busy. Let's see. I have 5 projects going on right now. That includes 3, or that does not include the 3 articles or the 3 stories that I've been covering on Rocks. What do you think about the other side by Fat Father Man? Gordy killed it. Dude, okay, so Fat Killers is my shit. I fuck with Fat Killers. But when it comes to Gordy's that track, The Other Side, I fuck with it. There's a couple of songs that I was really upset that didn't have a music video. I am currently trying to write 2 books right now and haven't had. If you want the truth, Sid Jones' Grains of Chaos was set to come out this year. Yeah, that's not happening. Sorry, there's no way. It would take a miracle to get that book done before January. I miss writing, though. Know that I miss writing novels. I miss writing fiction. I miss writing in general. But I still get to write. It's just not fiction like I like. Kind of been suffering from like writer's block anyway. Yeah, my books are available at Amazon.com. If you look up Sid Jones, Dissent is Not Treason, Sid Jones, Eaten Alive, and The Reapers. Note to self, please keep note of this. The Reapers is probably one of the darkest books I have ever written and ever read. So in 2010, I wrote the book, never touched it, never read it. Didn't read it until after it got published. My girl Ashley ended up doing the editing for it. It comes to me in the mail. She hands it to me. I read it, sat down and read it, and I was like, what the fuck was I on? And I realized 2010, I was sober, had no drugs. Oh, dude, Dissent is Not Treason, that book. So I got a funny story behind that. So I've been plotting this book. I started it in August of 2016, right? And I had everything plotted out, everything setting out, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I got to get to this scene. It's band practice. So I'm working, man. I come out of my office like pale as a ghost, eyes bug-eyed, and I was like, they finally made it to band practice. My girl throws down everything and goes, band practice. You've been in there for hours. You've been in there for days.
Band practice.
Band practice. Really? And anybody who read that scene knows why it was so cool. Are there any horrorcore rappers that you didn't like? Yeah, and I don't know their names. I'd have to actually look them up. Yeah, okay. There's that one. Yeah, there's that one group. I won't say their name, but because I got a dude that fucks with them, like, and I got respect for that dude. But yeah, there are horrorcore artists. Like, what direction do you like to see hip hop go in 3 to 5 years? Oh, that's actually in the background. 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years. I'd like to see DMX back. I want to see King Gordy at the top of the chart. I want to see Bizarre D12, and I really want to see fucking Kovacs killing it, man. Kovacs, Red, Rocky Wallace, like Foulmouth. I want to see him doing his shit, man. Like, I want to see him just producing and doing his shit. That's what I want to see. I want to see everybody that's on 7 Mile. I want to see everybody rise to the occasion, rise to the top, and I want to see them fucking collaborating with Eminem again. I want to see fucking more Eminem doing that old school hip hop shit. I want to see Kid Rock going back to doing hip hop. I want to see DMX. I want to see Petey Pablo exhibit the Fat Joe. I want in 3 to 5 years. I want it to go back to the '90s for just a little bit, to where it's everything that everyone's talking about. Mumble rap, trap music has now become like the wayside, tossed away in a cesspool for a little bit, where it's going to spew up and boil into this giant monster. It makes its comeback and it's conquered again. I want to see that revolution happen every 3 to 5 years, like Thomas Jefferson said. Hey, overthrow your government every so many years to keep it washed out, to keep it clean. That's what I think. I don't even consider King Crimson horrorcore. He's just fucking awkward. Like, he's that weird kid in high school, you know? Check out Shoddy Horo from UK. He's real good. I'll have to do that. There's that one dude. He was on a documentary. Oh, what the hell was it called? It's called Religulous. Bill Maher. There was a rapper on there that he was from the UK, and he was like controversial as shit. Oh, I didn't show you guys these. Oh, I'm really excited. So I can't show you the box because, you know, trademark and shit. But I can tell you that it is Little Debbie. So I've been looking for these motherfuckers for the longest time. Sorry, I got really excited. I remember these as a kid. I've been looking for them for years. Gingerbread cookies, man. Yes. I've been looking for these for the longest time. I have them. I rule. So I'm very excited about that. Little Debbie, shout out to you for bringing these back. You could have done away with the sprinkles, but you want to know what? I fucking love you for bringing these back. I looked for these for years and years and years, man. And when I bit into one, brought me right back to my childhood. So, Little Debbie snack cakes, make sure you're getting those. Little Debbie is not an official sponsor for the Sid Jones channel, although they should be, because I fuck with Little Debbie. And I fuck with Hostess. Don't get upset, Hostess. But as far as like Devil Dogs are amazing. The fudge dip Devil Dogs, shouts out to Hostess for those. Those things are bomb. Stick them in the freezer. Oh, so good. King Crimson had a rapper on one of his tracks, and that dude killed it. I would have to find it again on YouTube. Good luck, man. It's probably somewhere deep in the darkest parts of the algorithm, too. Yeah. Speaking of Captain Spaulding will be at Astro. Bill Mosley will be at Astro. Bam Margera got announced for Astro, so I will definitely be meeting Bam Margera. I would love to have with us being Rocks TV, we need like a crew at that table, because I want to be doing the sit down. I want to get a chance to get 5-10 minutes with Bam Margera, Kane Hodder, Bill Mosley, Captain Spaulding. And Bill Mosley, I got words with Bill Mosley, because when I talked to him last year, he said he didn't have a script and he didn't have a budget or something or other. And he goes, until I see those two things, I don't call it legit. And then what happened? A month later, not even a month later, 3 from Hell was announced. I don't believe you, Mosley. I think you knew. Remember Ding Dongs, the snack from Hostess or something like that? Yep. So Ring Dings is Little Debbie, Ding Dongs is Hostess. As a matter of fact, I love those. I also remember the throwback that they did back when I was in California, 2011. I remember this. I got a box of Ding Dongs, and they were wrapped in aluminum foil. I'm like, is there something wrong with these? Like, can I eat this? Is this okay? Like, it comes in, one of these, not aluminum foil. Come to find out, that's how they used to come out. So I actually had a box of those. Didn't even know it. I was happy. It's really good. I like snack cakes. I'm a fat kid. But anyways, Ding Dongs. That's what they're called. Ring Dings is Little Debbie. They've also got Devil Creams, which is Little Debbie. Sorry, Little Debbie, you lose in comparison to the Devil Dogs from Drake's, which is also partnered up with Hostess. When Hostess went away, Drake's also went away. I'm a fat kid. But while we're talking about junk food, those of you who like cotton candy, my favorite ice cream is cotton candy ice cream. The Walmart one, but Friendly's out in New Hampshire over on the East Coast. So the homies out on the East Coast that might be watching this, go to your local Friendly's and ask for that cotton candy ice cream. It's bomb. I discovered I was about 6 years old when I discovered cotton candy ice cream. It was my Grampy Ray, who I later found out wasn't really my Grampy. He was my landlord, and that messed with me a little bit. Don't laugh.
I'm sorry, funny.
Never heard of cotton candy ice cream, bro? I can't ship you cotton candy ice cream, man. You want a T-shirt? I'll send you a T-shirt, but I can't send you cotton candy ice cream. I apologize for that. But in 3 to 5 years, I want to definitely be doing an international show within 3 to 5 years. Not at the 5-year mark. With between 3 and 5 years, I want to do an international show, and I want it so that way it's like it's popping off in England. I definitely want Blaze on that bill. Blaze is a homie, man. I've been listening to Escape Artist at least 2 times a day, easy, on Spotify. I fuck with that track. Like, it's just perfect, man. It's horrorcore, it's thug rap, it's a cover, it's beautiful. Blaze, he killed that, man. I love Blaze's music. ABK, I love Hatchet Warrior, love Dirty History. I can't wait to see him. Oh, that's right. January 12th, the day after my birthday, Lansing, Michigan at the Loft. Blaze It Homie and ABK. I'll be seeing Crazy McCormick there, and I hear he's going to say happy birthday, boy. So I'm really excited to get my birthday gift from Crazy McCormick. Wonder what he's getting me. So after Lars, I'll be seeing Crazy McCormick again in Lansing. So I'm really glad to be seeing more Crazy McCormick. I haven't seen him since DCG. So fun fact that I have cerebral palsy, also known as CP. It affects the muscles of the brain, and it has a lot of support from my friends and my girlfriend. Please support me. It really means a lot. Damn, bro, I didn't know that about you. Shit, bro. I met a dude. He had cerebral palsy, man, and he was like nudging me and whatever. And I was sitting down next to him, and we're smoking. Right. This is a great story. I love telling this story. So we're smoking weed, and I'm not used to smoking around adults at this time because I was like, adults don't smoke weed. Adults don't smoke weed, right? We're sitting there, we're smoking. It's me, Anthony, his brother, and then his other brother, cerebral palsy. We're all sitting there like this. And he looks at me and he goes, "You probably didn't know I smoked, did you?" I says, "Bro, you got cerebral palsy, man. That shit's got to at least help you out a little bit, numb the pain, because I'm numb as fuck right now." He's laughing. He's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, and I was like, "I thought you were just trying to get my attention. It's all good." So then he looked down, and I'm like, "Okay, I didn't know." Everybody in the room starts laughing. It was absolutely hilarious because I was being serious, man. Playboy the Beast is on that Crimson track. What was that guy thinking? Working with that fool. Oh, dude, here's the thing. When an artist gets paid, they will do a feature. And what they will do 9 times out of 10 is they either outshine or it's like they mix with them. Like Irate, when he did the Still I Rise thing for that contest, that showed chemistry. It's a great way to get your name out there, and it's a great, like, look at Murder the Innocents, right? Murder the Innocents did a track with Playboy the Beast, Mr. Gray, and Mars, man. That track, killer. I don't know what happened to Murder the Innocents, but I tell you what, I was talking to Mr. Gray about that. Listen to me. I was talking to Mr. Gray about this, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I was actually listening to that the other day after you and me were talking about that. It was just the other day." I was like, "Oh, shit, yeah." And so Clockwork is looking at Mr. Gray like, "Oh, what track?" And it was this track that we did. It was me, Mars, Playboy the Beast, and some other guy. And it was dope. I was like, dude, that shit was insane. I really hate my voice because recorded. I don't know why. Yo, like, I don't like my voice either. There's a lot of things about me that I don't like. I'm like one of my least favorite people to be around on a regular basis, which sucks. So I feel you just gotta kind of like muscle through that and just torture other people with it. That's all. That's what I do. Oh yeah. Oh, it's my Grampy Ray. So I'm talking to my dad. I was like maybe 14 years old. I was talking about my Grampy Ray, and my dad just out of nowhere goes, "You know he's not your Grampy, right? He was just your landlord." No, Dad, I didn't. I thought he was family. I grew up calling him Grampy Ray. Then I found out that my Aunt Jody wasn't really my aunt, and that my Aunt Karen wasn't really my aunt. They were just people that were in need that we took care of. And I was like, so none of these people are my family. Weird. Huh. I haven't thought about that in a while. one of those things I've clearly suppressed. By the way, shout out to my dad. Like, I love you guys, but my dad is a huge supporter. My dad actually got involved in King Gordy's music, like not involved, but like really started enjoying it, started listening to it. My interviews, he's been supporting those, supporting Rocks TV, supporting my channel. I mean, shit, he could be watching right now. No, it's 10:30 at night. He's probably not watching right now. He's in bed. But my dad, man, he's a big supporter of mine, and he's been there, just wanting me to do my thing. And when he heard about all this, he's like, I want to go to these shows. I want to meet these guys. My dad has been absolutely phenomenal when it comes to this whole thing. And with my mom, it's the mother thing. I don't know if I told you guys about my raising, but here's how it goes. So parents can be everything for sure. They were. So my mom raised me as, don't touch that. It's going to burn you, maim you, bite you, scalp you, kill you, hurt you, sting you, whatever. Don't do that. My dad was like, so you want to play with snakes? And I said, yeah, because we had this big backyard, man. I mean, grew up with the American dream, man. Picket fence, big house, farm, everything, right? It was kind of God's way of saying, hey, man, enjoy, because later on when you turn 18, 19, your life is going to suck. So enjoy it now, because you're about to be a fucked up individual as you get older. Boy, was he right. So anyways, I digress. So my dad's like, okay, see that snake right there? It's like slithering. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, okay. So I grabbed it by its tail like he told me to. He goes, grab it by its tail. And I did. It lunged up, bit me. And he goes, that's why you don't do that. I'm like, then why'd you have me do it? To get it out of the way. Brilliant. Like, that's amazing raising right there. Like, because he knew that I was going to try and pick up a snake the wrong way. Crazy. So my dad taught me, one, how to look for snakes, what time of day to look for snakes, and how to catch them. Taught me the correct way after that incident, by the way. My dad also looked up, so what made you leave home? I got booted out when I was 19, and I did my quote-unquote walkabout, went back to New Hampshire, wasn't what I expected. And through California and meeting people, doing all that, I ended up here. Long story. Long story. A lot of alcohol be needed. Thank God I got that bottle of whiskey over there. I could use some whiskey and 7-Up if you're getting up. No, I want my whiskey and 7-Up. No. The glass wouldn't hurt me. It takes 30 seconds to make a glass of whiskey and 7-Up. Okay. No, I would like my 7-Up and Jack. Or Speckled Tail. I have Speckled Tail whiskey. Because you've done a lot of traveling, right? I have. New Hampshire to Cali by bus, 3.5-day trip. California to New Hampshire, 3.5-day trip. So I went back by bus. Michigan, been to Massachusetts, Maine, Vermont. I lived in Massachusetts for a little bit, down in Boston, Beantown. Love Boston. Boston is one of the places where I enjoy being. New York City, I've been down to New York. I saw Public Image Limited there, took my Russian friend there. I think I told you guys that story. We're going to do like a Sid Jones like story time, where it's just like an hour of me like telling you a story and then going on to the next thing. I missed you guys, so we have like a lot to catch up on. And clearly a lot of shit that happened years upon years ago that you guys never knew about. Crazy. But yes, lots of traveling. Lots of shows. Dark Lotus, 2011, man. That was a show. I'm down there, and just before the doors open, dude, it starts to hail, like hailstones that big, right? I was like, fuck, that's crazy. And it made the headlines of the local newspaper, believe it or not. Brooklyn Menace, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. I missed you. Need your help with something, bro. Like, while you're here, might need you for a little something. We're going to talk extensively. I need to fill you in on a lot of shit, bro. A lot of shit. So if we can discuss that, that'd be awesome. Please tell me you will be at the Gathering 20, bro. I miss you. Like, hanging out with you at DCG, bro, was absolutely amazing. Staying up late, talking. I didn't have a babysitter. It was excellent. It was a good time. Yeah, I do know how to reach you. I've been busy. I've explained in like an hour and a half, bro. I've been telling people I've been busy. Like 6 different projects going on right now. Crazy busy. Like I forget shit too. Like I wanted to play some video games. I'm like, I guess I gotta do my live. I got this article I gotta write. Grizzy Hendrix doing that music video for Tekashi 69, not against him, not with him, but for him. It was like a letter to him while he was in jail, and a letter to his fans. It's crazy and deep. I like Grizzy Hendrix a lot, and I really hope that one day Grizzy Hendrix pops up in the chat. That would just make my night. I fuck with Grizzy. Sam Sleeves introduced me to him, by the way. Introduced me to his music, not him as a person, but his music. He's like, I really think that this artist is going to be something. Check him out. If you don't like him, you don't like him. And then I started like paying attention to what he was doing. Like a couple of songs, like you gotta listen to like 4 or 5, 6 of the songs to really figure out like what he's doing. You gotta listen to him like multiple times, and you really dig it. Red's mixtape, or sorry, EP. Why do I keep calling it a mixtape? But anyways, his EP surpassed my expectations, and it really sent a message with like each and every song, like no free tickets, and then just it goes from there, man. I liked Red's music, Memories, things like that. When I heard this, blew my mind. Outdid anything he's done in the past. Like I'm really proud of Red. He's got a good team. He's got a great manager. I'm blessed to be working with them. Those are artists that I chose to work with to promote. And it all started with 321 Off With Your Head from Boondocks, which I still bump like all the time. Love that song. When I heard him on that hook, I was like, wow. And then you heard him in The Rage, and you heard him on the EP for Boondocks, 30 Days a Night. That shit was fire, bro. I was like, wow. I actually became a fan of Boondocks after that. And Sunday I was listening to Falling in Reverse. God, I love this band. Falling in Reverse, I liked their cover. Hey, CRM 509's in here. What's up, brother? Falling in Reverse did a cover of Gangsta's Paradise, which I thought was actually pretty dope. I liked that a lot. Oh, Corpse McKinney. What's up, brother? I'm sorry I didn't address you, bro. My bad. Man, been at this for like an hour and 32 minutes. Y'all are still popping in. I love you guys. Like, this is why I do what I do, man. I fucking love y'all. Oh. What else? So, Hyped Up Live tomorrow, man. Rocky Wallace. I finally get to sit down and interview her. If you guys haven't been checking her out, she did a song with Red called She Said. The music video is amazing. I got to see that months before it came out. Man, it's when I watched that video, it was like 1:30 in the morning, and I finally like got it. When I understood the video and I understood the song, I had to write about it. Have you listened to My Psychosis by Dark Half yet? I have not. People have to start linking me with things. I've got a lot of emails from people like, hey, check this out, messages on my Twitter that I really bad at checking my Twitter messages. Instagram messages, just bad. Facebook is the place to reach me. A phone if you got my number. I've been getting hit up by the homie in Florida, and I've been not returning his calls. I feel bad. It's just been crazy, man. All over the place. It's been crazy. Yeah. Whole thing's messed up, man. The whole thing, like my schedule, my sleep schedule, balancing my work my day job. It's a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, it's worth it, but I can't catch up with everything, unfortunately. I've picked up last minute interviews. I've picked up going to a show last minute. I've decided not to go to a show last minute. Twistmas. I missed out on Twistmas, and I'm kicking myself for it. But at least I wasn't gonna miss Red perform for Rittz. There was no way. That I was gonna make it to that show one way or another. It's important for me to see Red in that environment. For me, that's a good thing. I like seeing Red in the environment he's comfortable in the place that he's familiar with. He's done incredible things, and he's going to continue doing incredible things. What comes up next, you're not going to forget it. Trust me. I'm actually thinking about, Rox and I were talking about this, but one of the projects, one of the many that we're wanting to launch is for artists where sponsors can come in as well. So you'd be like our commercial ad or whatever. We want to do a mini documentary series on a bunch of different artists. Red, King Gordy, Bizarre of D12. And it'd be like, you know, just like a 35, 40 minute like mini documentary where it's like about their life, about their highlights, what they're doing, what they're going to be doing. So it's like past, present, future in 40 minutes or less. Let's just round it up to a clean hour. I think that'd be dope. Just an hour long like documentary for YouTube, for Facebook. You could we'd probably make it so that way like some of the stuff is on YouTube Premium, so we could put some of that money back into Rock's TV. One of the things that we're wanting to do is get a van, like a dope ass van that we can just tour the country in. It'd make it so that way it's more feasible, and it's not me catching a flight on this day, Rock's having to catch a flight on that day. We all roll together. So.
She got like a RV and those bunk beds.
Yeah, so one of the things we want to do is like a RV or something to where it's like we can sleep in it and shit. I don't like the music video "Forever" Faced by Axe. I've been hearing a lot of things about Axe, and the only things I've heard is like good things. I like Axe. I love what they do. I love their personalities on stage, and I love the fact they managed to pull off the mask. There's so many horrorcore artists that try to fail with the mask thing. Ever since Mars came out with his Hannibal Lecter mask, people try doing it, man. They've tried doing it. I've seen artists try doing it with the face paint, and only so many artists can pull it off, and you've got to have that personality to go behind that gimmick. If you take something serious, right, and it's horrorcore music, you fail miserably. When you take it as like dark humor and a joke, that's how you pull it off. But when you take it serious, like it's your lifestyle, rather than a funny gimmick, and it's like, no, I really have bodies underneath my basement that I snack on. No, you don't. Like King Crimson, you know? But it's whatever, man. Like, that's what I like about Gordy. It's like, he doesn't have a gimmick. He truly is the king of horrorcore. He truly is the OG rap god. He truly is the king of horrorcore. He is the king in general. When it comes to hip-hop, and he said this, and he means it, I will out-rap anybody. I will rise to the occasion. I will decimate anybody who I go on that mic with. I want to see rap battles come back too. In 3 to 5 years, I want to see rap battles come back. I want to book a show where it's like the first like 40 minutes is just rap battles, right? So it's like they each get like 3 minutes or whatever, and it's like a mini tournament. And then at the end of that 40 minutes, like, so they need, I don't even know how to do the math on that. So you have like one match, and then it's like you don't get to like re-up and go back to the next round. Like when you're done, you're done. It's down to last man standing. I think that'd be dope as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, that would be fucking amazing. Axe is the shit. I fucking love them, man. What do you think about Pussy is My Weakness by Necro? Like I said, man, I fuck with Necro. I just like his music. I listen to it on my Spotify. I listen to it on my Pandora. I like Necro. Again, he's somebody I'd want to work with. I have nothing against his music at all. I'm selective when it comes to like songs. Like Willie Hayes, I love Willie Hayes. Ceilings is probably my favorite song of his. I don't have like, I jump around. Like if you ask me what my favorite King Gordy track is, I would have to go listen to every single discography, and I'd have to like really. And then 2 days later, that my mind would change. It'd be like, no, this is my song. And I'd listen to that, and then I'd be like, but I really like this song. It's all over the place. With Necro, I have a favorite song. It's Human Trafficking, White Slavery Part 2. That's still my favorite. I loved that comical with it. I loved his verse. I loved the beat. Whoever produced it was phenomenal. Yeah. I think my favorite song from Bizarre is Rockstar, Grimy. What was the other one I was just listening to? It was that Budden disc that I liked. Oh, and Life After Shady. So I really can't say that I got a favorite from Bizarre either. Kind of like all the shit. He's got so many mixtapes out. It's an impressive discography. I like Ill Bill, man. Ill Bill killed it. The Underground music, or the Underground from Real Wolf Underground. One. It had Tech Nine, Ill Bill, King Gordy, Bizarre. It had Slain, Sid from Slipknot. It had Swifty McVeigh. It was just killer, man. Front to back. Solid. Vinny Paz was on that bitch. Self-titled, man. Like, I love that little bit that happened. So it was self-titled. His verse comes out, And then King Gordy's verse, and if you actually listen to the words very carefully, King Gordy was kind of like responding to self-titled. It was genius, man. Like that little bit was perfect. We've got the D12 mixtape. Gordy was on that. I love that album. As a matter of fact, we're giving one away that's signed. Giving one copy away that's signed at Last American New Year. I'm really excited about that. And then I got another copy that's stuck in Allen Park right now that should be here. Should have been here today. Expect delivery. They fucking lied. Of course they did. Yeah, Allen Park fucking sucks, man. Anytime like mail's going out to Sid Jones or it's coming in from Sid Jones, like fucking it gets lost, it gets stuck, it gets whatever the fuck. In Allen Park. I'll just call him again and give him a what fucking for, and next thing I know, the next day my shit shows up. I don't fuck around. This job taught me one thing, and one thing that I truly appreciate. That's to have a little bit of fucking fortitude and a fucking spine. Like it made me grow. Like they say, it's a cutthroat business. It is. And if you're not cut for it, if you're not made for it, you're done, son. And I've learned to fucking stand my ground at 5'5". Cool shit. But we've been at this now for like an hour, or Jesus Christ, damn near 2 hours. So I'm calling it a night. I'm gonna make a drink, maybe. I haven't decided. And I'm gonna hit you guys up probably after Hyped Up Live. Hopefully you guys tune in at Hyped Up Live sessions. We'll catch some video. We'll be sharing the feed. Sid Jones will be in the building. Rocky Wallace interview. What? No. Their sponsor won't let them do that. I couldn't ever tell if you was Amsterdam standing or not. If you was Amsterdam standing or not. Yeah. I love you guys. I miss you guys. I'll be catching up with you guys. I promise I'm going to do my best to try and come up with a decent schedule so that once a week we can talk, vent, do whatever. The holidays are coming up, so you know what that means. You guys know that on December 25th, Sid Jones goes live on this channel so we can have Christmas together. I'm really excited for that. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. If you guys ain't down with any of what we talked about in this near 2 hours, fuck what you think. So go over to Static Beats and the Guys Podcast, the Voice Box Podcast, live now. Okay, sounds good. Peace out, guys. See you guys over there.